Hello students, my name is Parth Kumar Singh, an alumnus of IIT Jodhpur. Today we are going to understand a very interesting question that was asked in NEST 2024. Now, this is what is tricky about this question, that you cannot explain that whether this question was asked in biology section or chemistry section, and this is what is best point about this particular question. Basically this question belongs to the chapter chemical kinetics, but interestingly this question was asked in the section of biology since it involves enzyme catalysis. And in this question what they have given is a energy level diagram or potential energy level diagram of a particular reaction comparison, right, with catalyst and without catalyst. So let's just understand the question. The graph depicts energy diagram, potential energy versus progress of the reaction, as we can see, right, of an uncatalyzed reaction. So black solid line is what representing the uncatalyzed reaction, and the enzyme catalyzed reaction, that is the red solid line, this is catalyzed by an enzyme. As we know that enzymes are basically those proteins which act as a catalyst in the biological reactions. So this is some biological reaction in a biochemical reaction, right? So basically two forms of this particular reactions have been given to you. One is basically with the catalyst, the other one is without the catalyst, and we very well know that catalyst is the one who can significantly alter the activation energy or basically reduce the activation energy and can increase the rate of reaction, right? And this is what is happening here, right? As you can see that the activation energy, that is the difference between the energy of the reactant and the energy of the transition state, is what known as activation energy, and we can see the significant amount has been reduced in the case of activation energy of a catalyzed reaction. Now, based on this information, consider the following statements about the enzyme catalysis. L, M and NO represents. So now, just before we read it, we should understand ourselves that what are these points. As we know that L is the energy of reactant, O is the energy of the product, and just to add up to your knowledge, this reaction is exothermic in nature. How do I know? Because the energy difference of the final to the initial is negative, right? So this is a so far an exothermic process. This is true, right? Now, the point M and point N are the energies of the transition states, not the intermediate. This is what sometimes students get confused with, that what is the difference between a transition state and an intermediate on the basis of the diagram of energy, potential energy and the reaction progress. So basically if a graph like this comes to you, then this secondary stabilized form other than the reactant and the product in this diagram is what represents the intermediate, but these humps in the diagram represents transition state. So basically this is a kind of a process which is a single step process, and that is why no intermediate formation has been so far taken place, and the only thing that matters here is the energy of the transition state, not the intermediate. So basically M and N are the intermediate energy levels of transition state energy levels for catalyzed and uncatalyzed reactions respectively, okay, right? So now what they are saying, L, M and NO represents potential energy, yes, of the substrate, transition state in the absence of enzyme, M in the absence of enzyme, yes, and transition state in the presence of enzyme, yes, and the product is O. So basically first statement is true. L, M and NO are respectively representing the energies of reactant, the energies of transition states of uncatalyzed and catalyzed, and the reaction, basically the energy of the product in the reaction. Now the second point is the rate of the catalyzed reaction increases exponentially to the tune of difference between M and N. So basically what they are saying, as you tune the reaction from an uncatalyzed format to the catalyzed format, the rate of reaction increases exponentially, and this is what is exactly going to happen when you follow the very well known Arrhenius equation that gives you an equation like this: K A E raised to the power minus Ea by RT, right? So K is equals to A into E raised to the power minus Ea by RT, where Ea is your activation energy. Now we know that this is a exponential relation, and any change in the activation energy will cause the significant alteration of rate constant in an exponential manner. Similarly, the rate of reaction will change in the similar way, right? So as we move from uncatalyzed to the catalyzed format for this particular reaction, we know that significant amount of EA is getting reduced. This means that equivalently your rate constant will increase. Since the relation between K and EA is exponential, so the change will be an exponential increase, right? So this point is also true. Now, the rate of catalyzed reaction is directly proportional to the energy difference between L and O. Now, what they are saying that the rate of catalyzed reaction is directly proportional to the energy difference between L and O. So, basically L and O is this, the energy of a reactant and the product. And what they are saying is this is delta H, by the way. The energy difference between L and O is what known as enthalpy of the reaction, delta H, right? So, what they are saying that the rate of the reaction, basically catalyzed reaction, directly proportional to the delta H, which is not true, because catalysis does not involve or alter the energy of reactant and the product. It just significantly reduces the amount of activation energy that is required, or that you have been studying so far, that it finds an alternate path to complete the same reaction. So basically, since we know that delta H is a state function, not a path function, so basically catalyst does not changes the energy of reactant and product, since we can say that delta H is not a dependent factor, or basically the rate of reaction is not a dependent factor on the enthalpy, right? So this statement is incorrect. Now, fourth one, the last one, L, M and NO represents potential energy of the substrate, a reaction intermediate, which is why this point is false here, because no intermediate formation is taking place in this single step process. Remember always a bonus knowledge that whenever a potential energy diagram and the reaction coordinate diagram is just like this, it's a single step process, right? And when it is like this, it is a single step, it is a double or a multiple step process, and there the formation of intermediate is what is possible, right? Not here. So here only transition states are possible. So the correct statement among these four is only first and second. So this is how very beautifully they have combined biology with the chemistry, and they have asked this question in the section of biology. And if you have liked this type of question, if you want more questions like this, do tell us in the comment section. Thank you.